I just laid there, still holding onto her wrist, but more gently now. She didn't try to move her arm away. I looked around the room, where two of our other friends were lying asleep on the floor. Time seemed to slow down as I realized what I had just done. There was no easy way out of this now. Might as well risk it, I thought. Look, I guess there's no easy way to say this, but a couple nights ago, I heard you. I finally said. Carissa's eyes grew wider. What do you mean? She asked. I heard you in the bathroom, I said nervously, chastising myself for how weird all of this was coming out. But to my surprise, Carissa immediately knew exactly what I was talking about. I could see her eyes widen with embarrassment. Oh. I tried to wait until you were asleep. Her voice trailed off. For a while, the two of us just stared at each other, neither one of us knowing what to say. So, were you listening to me? She eventually asked. Listening to you? Were you listening on purpose? She asked bluntly. I didn't say anything. Carissa looked at me and scoffed quietly. I was still grabbing her wrist, but then inexplicably, I felt her fingers start to wrap around my hand, stroking the back of my hand. Not like I had a choice, I replied. Carissa's eyes darted up and down my body. Then, there was a long period of silence as Carissa continued stroking my hand back and forth. Her round, hazel eyes locked with mine. But, what if you did have a choice? She asked calmly. My eyes started to trail down from her warm hazel eyes down to her lips. Then, before I knew what was happening, the two of us were leaning in and kissing. My mind started racing as I felt her tongue brush mine. I closed my eyes and felt her hot breath against my lips. Before long things got rougher. She started leaning into the kisses. Wait, what are we doing? Carissa asked, doing her best to keep her voice down. I have no idea. But, I think I want you. I replied, just as confused as her. Carissa took a second to think, breathing heavily. I want you too, she eventually whispered. I don't know why. I don't even like you. But every night that I've slept in this bed with you I can't even contain myself. Wait, I said, beginning to put two and two together. Is that why you got out of bed a couple nights ago? Were you thinking about me or something? Carissa instantly looked hotly embarrassed. Shut up. Don't flatter yourself. I said I didn't like you, she said. I don't like you either, I replied. Let's go somewhere, I whispered in her ear. Alicia keeps CNDMS in her car. Carissa responded immediately as the two of us rose out of bed and threw on a couple of shirts. As soon as the car doors closed, we were on each other again. I finished inside her and then in her mouth and then we finished. Then, the two of us quietly crept back inside the Airbnb and under the covers of the bed, without any of our other friends ever knowing what happened.